Meet Matt and Kirk. Co-founders of Stantt, a company that stands for constant improvement, that uses data and technology to eliminate the standard sizes of small, medium, and large. Going into a known market with a new technology, Stantt wants to revolutionize the apparel industry by challenging the fundamental assumptions of traditional sizing and set a new standard in men's apparel. Their value proposition is to make customers feel great by wearing clothing that fits and feel they can better themselves, better other people, and better the world around them. It all started a few years ago when Matt decided he wanted to create a company that shifts the way of doing things. He recognized it was important to find something that was viable, desirable, feasible, something that was ownable and scalable, something that would change the industry. Matt said their product evolved over time. They were trying to peel out of the major existing market, as well as find something that was marketable for Stantt. They started talking to more and more people. They started to get to know the industry. They talked with insiders and experts. They knew their product needed to fulfill a need. In late 2011, they started with dress socks, but knew that dress socks wouldn't have the scale they wanted and the barriers to entry were low. They pivoted to undershirts, then to t-shirts, then to polo shirts. All the while, they started developing this new technology, this new way of sizing. A year after dress socks, they chose to persevere with button-up shirts. It was because after talking to people and doing some research, Matt discovered the standard sizes of small, medium, and large only fit 15% of men. And according to a GQ study, 1/3 of the men they surveyed are defined as the modern gentleman, where style is very important to them. And out of the other 2/3 of the population, half of them think looking good is important. Matt decided it was time to solve the need for a new category and give people what they want. A shirt that fits, that makes them feel great. He collected 200,000 measurements of 800 different men in order to complete primary research to better understand the customer and the customer's needs. This resulted in a new patent-pending technology called DataFit. The Stantt Fit is the first true change to sizing in over half a century. It offers 50 different sizes for men that can be found by 3 simple measurements: chest, waist, arm length. Enter your measurements online, and your new perfectly fit shirt shows up at your door only days later. Stantt is an alternative for men between off-the-rack, ready-to-wear, and custom-tailored clothing. To get their business off of the ground, Matt and Kirk launched a Kickstarter campaign in September of 2013. They set a goal for $60,000, but they fell short, raising just over $50,000. They took a step back, wondering why their campaign didn't take off. They realized it focused too much on the technology and not enough on the customer. They changed their marketing pitch and launched their second campaign a month later for $15,000. November 2013, they exceeded their goal by over 800%, raising over $120,000 with 980 backers. With this money, they were able to get their business off of the ground and are now able to focus on the next important steps for their business.
From a Kickstarter perspective, the question of if it failed the second time it wasn't like can we afford to launch it, it's more is this the right thing to launch. And the beauty of Kickstarter is yes, you can build a customer base, but it gives you this amazing opportunity to kind of test your market before going all in and before investing in inventory build and all that kind of stuff. And so Kickstarter failed the second time. I honestly thought we had some very tough conversations around like, is this something the market really needs? It's like this ultimate question of, do you stick with kind of angels if we start moving into the VC space? And a lot of times the expectations of those two groups are very, very different from each other. In my ideal world, I'd love to find 2 or 3 people who made a lot of money in apparel, get what we're doing. I'd love to avoid the VC thing at this first stage, at least if we don't need to go there. It's all about identifying what is your single biggest risk in your phase and just focusing wholeheartedly on that. Don't get distracted by other stuff. And this phase of the raise money, I know the biggest risk is the fit with the garment. So we're putting all of our effort into the software partnership. It's going to take hundreds of hours to do that, but I know that's the most important thing, and at the absolute top of the priority on my list besides raising money. That is the one thing that if we f that up, our business is done. Put that at the top of the list and make it not a risk anymore. We're absolutely going mainstream, and I think the way we've strategically approached it is if you look at our communication hierarchy, we don't talk about fit until 2 or 3 layers deep. Like my number one communication priority is my brand, and what we're talking about with brand and never settling, and I think after that it's style. So it's not even about fit first. Like I'm going to tell guys about the style of clothing and how they can dress really well. And after that, it's quality. We go into quality, like this is, I'm giving you material that would cost you $200 at the department store. I'm giving you for $98. I'm saying that's directly you. And then I talk about fit. So we are absolutely going for that mainstream market, and that's because we're going for the disruptive business. I don't want this to be a $50 million brand. I want this to be a $1 billion company. I think strategic call, you have to take a front on which way you're going to go after. It's a lot of learning. I mean, I think the nature of running a startup is you need to have, I love this idea, it's just ocean of knowledge 2 inches deep, right? Where I have really amazing expertise in 1 or 2 areas where the knowledge is really deep, but the rest of the stuff you have to be good enough at. So it's been a lot of learning, understanding what's important to run the business, and then learning. So like reading books, it's researching online, it's meeting people. You have to always be thinking of the future of what your vision is. Always have to be willing to evolve what that vision is. What are the